All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the channel update. Today for me is the 26th of February, day after my birthday. Let's see. Let me bring up my channel here. So I got some information if I can like refresh the page because it seemed to be broken for some reason. All right. So we're still at 96 subscribers. It's fine with me. Thank you for everybody who does watch. I am getting a lot of people watching the Project Zomboid series, so I'm happy that y'all are watching that. Today um is tomorrow the deal? Let me check real quick. No. Okay. So there are two more episodes of the Project Zomboid Journey to Raven Creek series that I've uploaded and is ready to release. One will be on the 29th, what, no, not the 29th, 27th and 28th. So, um, that is that there. Um, that is the end of the Project Zomboid Journey to Raven Creek series. I hope everyone liked it. I did get a lot of views on it, so I hope everyone enjoyed. And I got some likes and comments and things, so thank y'all for that. Um, After that is going to be on February 29th, a three-part series of Sunken Land that's released, one in the morning, one in noon, and one at evening time, 5 o'clock. So 7 a.m., 12 p.m., 5 p.m. Central Time um, is my usual schedule. Um, and when I have like three videos, if I have two, it's usually 7 a.m. and 5 p.m. But part one and part two are actually one series. They're split. It's 2 hours, around 2 hours. And part three is because right after I recorded that, the next morning, the developers for the game released an update that changed a little bit in the early game that makes it a whole lot easier to go to exploring and everything. Um, and it kind of also proves my point of a couple of issues I had during the first and the second um, part of this first and second part. So if you want to watch those, you can. But the third one is the one that's been with the newest update and things like that. If you want to watch that instead, but I do have some points that I figure out in part one and two that I think is pretty important to if you want to go and play that game. So you may want to look at that. Um, I unfortunately have to announce that I don't hate, but I greatly dislike Timberborn. It's too slow. It's way too slow of a game. I spent, at one point during the recording, I spent at least 15 to 30 minutes sitting here doing nothing, just waiting on things to happen in the game. I'm sorry, that's just not good game to me. I'm sorry. There should always be something that your character needs to do in the course of the game, in a course of a game, especially a city building survival game. And that just totally missed on me, that whole series. It could be that I just don't understand the flow of the game and things like that, but I just greatly disliked my time in it. I'm not going to release that video. I just wanted y'all to be aware of it. I was planning on doing a video on it as well, but I just greatly disliked my time in the game, and I had nothing but criticism the whole, pretty much almost the whole back half of the video, the last 30 minutes of the video. So I'm just going to pass and say not my game and go on. So don't expect a video on Timberborn unless they really, really change the way the flow of the game goes, because it was just horrible for me personally. Uh, that brings us on to the next series. So I have a series recorded, not rendered yet, of another Project Zomboid series in the Sophie pack, and I think I'm going to not release it. I might release it later on, but I think I'm going to pass on releasing it because Sophie Pack has been updated. It's been updated two times since I started the Journey to Raven Creek series, and it's been about a month. So there is version 1.11 now of the pack on Steam Collections. If you wish to go and get it, you have to start a new series. I haven't touched okay, I'll just tell you what the series is so you know. But it may be released, but it'll be released later on, and it's probably never going to be continued, just so you know. It was a March Ridge expansion series. There is in the March Ridge expansion map mod, there is a base up in the I guess you could say the western part of the city, mainly the western part of the city. That's a cabin with a well next to it, a lake, and things like that. And we built up a nice base. I made walls, I got fences up to, and I got a lot of crops planted. We would never run out of food basically in the series. I got storage going and things like that. We had to go and do a run out to Muldra just to get a sledgehammer as usual, hunting down the sledgehammer. But it's just I think it's just too late to release a series. Journey to Raven Creek took longer to release than I thought because I cut them down to like around 30-minute episodes, and there's 32 of them. So, yeah, it took a little bit longer than I thought to do it. I can say I've learned a lot from that series. I've actually played the Sophie pack twice. It was once was the March Ridge expansion, but before that, I had at least two other deals. One of them was me starting in Raven Creek and running around, learning the map a little bit, trying to see if I could, as I was talking about in the Journey to Raven Creek series at the end. I was thinking about doing a series about escaping Raven Creek, but I just couldn't figure out how to make it really great because all I would need to do was find a welding torch, a sledgehammer, a welding mask, and like 3 or 4 propane tanks, and I could get out. So it wasn't going to be a challenge. I mean, I could die by being swarmed by zombies because at the end of the series, you notice when we get there that there's like just massive hordes of zombies in that apartment building. This is going to also be released after the 32 episodes, so don't worry if I'm not going to spoil anything. It's the video is already available if you want to go watch it. If you skipped it to watch this, go watch that. You know, but yeah, so this is going to be released after episode 32 of Journey to Rain. I think it's 32 episodes, isn't it? 33. It's 33 episodes. Sorry. But I've already got another series lined up after that, after the Sunken Land stuff comes out on the 29th. Starting March 1st is Last Epoch. Um, it's a little rough at the beginning because we had all the server issues. Part 1 of the whole series is, I think part 1 through 4, which I've already got uploaded, is all done offline character, I think. Is an all it might be part 1, it might be 2 parts. The part 3 and part 4 might be after I was able to get online and get the character, but at least the first hour and a half to 2 hours or so of the series is me in the offline area. And then after that, I was able to get online, get my character made, and book it to where I left off in the offline series and get it online. Um, and they have now, since yesterday, no, not yesterday, Saturday. Since Saturday, they have fixed, for me at least, the server issues. I've had one disconnect, and that was just a few minutes ago when I was making another video for it. Um, but I have it all the way up to where we're in Monolith right now, doing Monolith stuff. So I got that going. Um, Now I have to announce some sad news. The sad news is that we're no longer going to continue the Stardew Valley expanded series. Um, One of the things is I just got really burnt out on it. I actually completed everything except for perfection. Where money we're married to Sophie, which is what I wanted. We're max hearts with her. We got all her events. We got we got all the stuff made stuff in Stardew Valley Expanded. We were just working on perfection to say we completed the series, and I'm just going to pass. I got burned out of trying to get the perfection and things like that. The other thing is just today Concerned Ape released that 1.6 will be coming out on March 19th. And when that happens, mods are just going to poof. A lot of mods are just going to go poof because they changed a lot of the back end things for mods. Um, so it's just a lot of mods have been part of a testing deal for 1.6, and they have like 1.6 alpha tests, beta tests, whatever you want to call it, up on the Nexus mods. And it's a lot of the library mods and things like that. Not, I don't think Smappy has one, but the other ones do. I think you have to be part of the test, and you have to be in the testing Discord to get the Smappy one. They didn't release it, I don't think, on the Nexus mods. So yeah. So March 19th is the release date of patch 1.6 for Stardew Valley. So I don't know if I'm going to jump on that when that comes out. It depends on how I feel. Like I said, I'm kind of burnt out right now on Stardew Valley because of the whole thing. So we might do that later on in the year, or could be next year. I don't know. I do need to get the achievement to do the JoJo route. So if I do go and do a series, expect it to be me doing JoJo route, just to let you know. I don't know if I'll throw in Stardew Valley Expanded if it's probably been updated by then since when I start the series. I don't know if I'll throw that in or not, just to let you know. It might be just other mods like we had in the series without Stardew Valley Expanded. Um it just depends. Um okay. And this leads me into the next thing. Tomorrow, the 27th, Arknights releases an update, and Typhon comes out. The Typhon banner. I think that's how you pronounce her name. It's either Typhon or Typhon. I don't know how you would pronounce her name. To me, she's Typhon. Even though she doesn't have an H in her name, she's type on or Typhon. And I think Typhon sounds better personally. Yeah, I'll find out when I pull for her. But the banner pool is not going to be until the weekend, till like Friday. I get paid on Friday, and I that leads me into the other thing. I'm getting a new computer. I just went today, took it to took all the parts and stuff to the shop, getting it built. New computer, probably be here Friday. I don't know if I'll be recording from it Friday or not because I got to transfer a lot of stuff over, get everything set up. So sometimes after this coming Friday, which will be the 29th, no, the 1st of March. Um, so, yeah, 1st of March, I'll hopefully have my new computer. And that leads me to some good news is as soon as I get everything set up, I'm going to try and see if I can get back into Cyberpunk and get that running really good cuz I upgraded my computer, got a lot of new stuff on it. Hopefully it works out okay. Um, I think what happened with my old series, why I started having issues, is I made the switch from 1080p recording to 1440p recording, and my VRAM of my 3070, which is 8 gigabytes of VRAM, cannot handle 1440p at high settings of um, Cyberpunk. So with my new stuff, I should be able to handle all of that. So I think we'll be back and maybe playing some Cyberpunk. I don't know. It depends on how I feel at the time. If I don't have something else to go. And that leads me into another thing. The last thing is they pushed back the third. Okay, if you don't know, Project Zomboid has a thing called Thursdoids, where they give information about upcoming features, and right now it's all about Beta 42 coming up pretty soon. They released like about earlier this month in February, late last month in January. The company person tweeted out that expect the Beta 42 first half of this year. Last Thursday, they decided to push back the Thursdoid until the 29th on leap day. Uh, and they did a whole thing that they want to put it on leap day and everything like that because it's like once every 4 years type thing. But people are expecting, hopefully, that they will release either Beta 42 is coming out that day, or Beta 42 released the beta announcement for it will be happening. So, when that happens is going to decide what I do for Project Zomboid then. If they don't release Beta 42, or if they give a really far future release for the beta of Beta 42, because they're going to do a beta deal of Beta 42 before they put it on the regular deal. So, and that's going to last like the rest of the year. So don't expect Beta 42 release client until probably either late this year or early next year. But the beta of it, the testing for it, should happen early. The release is early this year, they say. So if it's not too far back, I might hold off on any future Project Zomboid series until that's released, because I'm really not going to be able to hold myself back. But if it's too far back, if it's like June, July, or something like that, I might download the Project Sophie Collection 1.11 uh, version and start playing on it, and we'll go from there. It just depends on what I want to do at the time when I get to that point. It's just depends on the 29th what they release information wise, and we'll go from there. So, um that's pretty much all of my information I have for y'all. So I want to thank y'all for watching. Y'all have a nice time, whatever time it is in y'all's part of the world. Like, subscribe if y'all want to, all that jazz. Bye.